My third attempt at the second video for today. And I keep yawning every time I try to start it, so hopefully I can go, and I feel like one coming. Okay, anyways, off topic. I saw something on Facebook that really touched me today, and I wanted to share it with you guys that watched, and, get thoughts and opinions, and, all this stuff, but, it was actually about the Proverbs 31 movement, and so, this is, the basic gist. There's a guy that started, his name was Alex something, I forgot what it was. I'll put a link down to the main video for it, below, so y'all can all watch that. But basically, his story was, he's kind of like watching the Victoria's Secret show go on, and it was kind of on Facebook, and seeing all these girls talk about, how they need to hit the gym after watching the Victoria's Secret show and stuff, and how they were joking, but there is this underlying sense of insecurity, and how girls just really worry about how they look all the time, and feel like if they don't look like a model, if they don't look like this girl in the magazine, or this girl in the bikini on TV, or whatever, that they're not good enough. And he posted on Facebook just a really strong message that hit Baylor University, and that was, I'd rather have a Proverbs 31 woman than a Victoria's Secret model. And I don't know, I'm not saying that guys are pigs by any means, because there are really good guys out there, really godly guys out there, really, just guys that care about a lot more. But guys generally tend to be more attracted to aesthetics. People tend to be more attracted towards aesthetics, but guys are very visual, very physical. They think more with a physical side of them than females do. Females tend to think emotional, and guys tend to think physical. And then, have their secondary thoughts, like, it's either logical, it might be the other one, it might be whatever. But in general, that's what it tends to be. Not all the time, but that's what it tends to be. And for a guy to post something like that, I was just like, wow, for one thing. And so I got interested, and I watched this video, and I was like, man, this really brings a new outlook on different things that, just things I'm thinking about. I know a lot of girls tend to be guilty of this. I know I am sometimes. Looking through a magazine, looking at clothes and stuff, and going, oh man, I wish that my boobs look like this, or I wish that I had, her complexion, or whatever. And, I'm a tomboy. I don't really worry about it that much. I don't really care. I don't really wear makeup because I'm working out and running around so much. If I wear makeup, it just makes my face break out really bad, and I can't do that. I'm just like, not even worth it. Unless I'm going out somewhere nice or something, then I'll put makeup on. But, just our thought processes, and I was kind of thinking about how, society has come to where girls, there's just this fake standard for everything. And females tend to think that if they don't look a certain way, if I don't look this way, then I'm not going to have a boyfriend, or I'm not going to get married if I don't look like this, or whatever. And while I think it's great to take care of yourself, you definitely need to take care of yourself, but, girls, are competitive with everything. I have to have this $300 purse, and, designer clothes and everything that make me look better than everybody else. You know, I'm going to dye my hair. I'm guilty of that. I definitely dye my hair. I'm super, super blonde naturally. And, I'm about to go darker. But, just, I mean, I'm just as guilty about it as anybody else, but how we all have this standard in our head of how, you know, how everybody should look a certain way, or how people should talk a certain way, or whatever, and it's ridiculous. Like, we are all made beautiful, we're all masterpieces, and I was just, like, thinking about this, like, wow, you know, I really didn't really think I thought about that kind of stuff, but I really do. Like, I compare myself to people in magazines and people on TV or whatever. Now, the Victoria's Secret models I really didn't, because I don't even watch that stuff, just because I don't really think about lingerie right now, because Brian's not here, for one thing, and for two things, I'd rather just go to the store and see in person and be like, oh, that's cute. And I mean, like, they work hard, they work out a lot to look the way they do, and wear makeup and everything else, and they're completely gorgeous girls. I mean, they're beautiful. Nobody's hating on them here. I mean, I'm not gonna say, well, they're whatever. And some of these women are, you know, have very strong morals and everything else. That's what they do as a job. And that's great. I mean, whatever you're doing as a job, if you love it, you love it. That's your job. That's your choice. But I was like, man, why do we all compare ourselves? And for a guy, I mean, not even a female, for a guy to put that in perspective was just awesome to me. Just to, you know, just think about this. Like, I know that a lot of guys think stuff like this. Like, why are girls always trying to do this stuff? Why are they always, you know, putting on a ton of makeup and worried about how, you know, how much they weigh and all this stuff? And, I mean, this is a lot of the reason why the TV and the computer and the magazines and this and that all, you know, all have these pictures of these little bitty girls and with them having perfect complexions because they're touched up and they're wearing makeup and, you know, they have the best clothes and they have perfect hair because they have, you know, this professional hairstylist go and fix their hair for everything. And real girls do not look like that. There are some girls that are absolutely gorgeous, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, I know some of those girls that are just naturally beautiful, just absolutely stunning, that could just walk out on the Victoria's Secret one right or whatever, and fit right in. They, you know, nothing needed. But, you know, that's not the only type of beauty, and we should really be focused on more what's inside than what's on the outside. And, like, I guess it just hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm always just running and running and running and worried about this and worried about that and worried about, you know, I need to get in shape, I need to get in shape. And it's not really a weight thing, it's just like well, it is, it's not really a weight thing, it's more of I want, like, muscle mass. Not like no muscle mass, but like, I want you to be able to see like muscle in my arm when I flex or whatever. Just, you can only see like this little bitty. I have like little baby muscles. Anyways, but I was just like, you know, I know I'm not that bad as far as this, but I'm guilty of it. And then I was like, I know so many females that worry so much about how they look all the time, who judge everybody on how they look, you know, that won't talk to people because they look a certain way. And I was thinking about this too, and then it kind of hit me on the there's websites that's army spouses that are taking pictures of other spouses at the commissary or the store or whatever, and posting them on Facebook to make fun of them, which, that's a whole different story. That perturbs me anyways. one of the girls from Army Wife 101 had posted, and she has a very good blog. I'll put that link below too. I'm not thinking of names right now, but she's very smart. Very, very, very good blogs, and I watch pretty much every one that she makes. She's very smart, and just has a really good heart from what it seems, but I'm just frustrated. Just why do we do this? Why do we worry so much about what we look like and try to change everything about ourselves when we know that there's a guy that, may right now love us absolutely more than anything else, think we're the most beautiful person on earth, and that looks at our heart instead of, they're physically attracted, yeah, but they look at our heart. My husband, he's always like, yeah, you should go get your hair done or everything, because he knows that I'm just like, I want to look pretty, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, yeah, you should get your hair colored. Yeah, you should do that. But I know, like, if I was to say, hey, I don't feel pretty or whatever, he'd just be like, you're stupid. Because he's kind of blunt and will say whatever he thinks right then. Or he'll be like, you're crazy or something like that. But, like, including me, why do we sit here and think about how all these ways we can change ourselves and think about all the things that are wrong with us on the outside, and we never try to fix the things that are wrong on the inside, Just the meanness, the hostility we might have towards other people or other things, the things that are wrong with us that are hurting us, that we can't get rid of, the insecurities that are bringing us down in life. Why do we have to focus on all these negative things? Why can't we focus on the positive? Why is everybody, not everyone, but why are so many girls so obsessed with thinking that they could look a million times better? When the truth is, most of them are absolutely gorgeous anyway. They don't need anything absolutely gorgeous. They could walk out with a garbage bag on and they still look pretty. Most of the girls that do that, actually, most of the girls that I've seen that rant about how they're ugly or how they're fat or whatever, are like in shape, absolutely naturally gorgeous, don't need makeup or anything else, and they think that they do. But everyone is beautiful. Everyone in their own special way is beautiful. Why are we going to change the things that are beautiful and unique about us? Why do we want to be like everybody else? Because if we change everything unique about us, then we've kind of lost our identities. I think this just hit me hard, but I guess let's end this before I make this like a novel. But this is just some thought and stuff, so there you go. Bye guys. Hope you get your thought out of this.